Hello and welcome back to my Dandelion Diaries. It is probably one of the most exciting times of the year, and that is what I'm calling this year as Inkmas. So welcome to day one of Inkmas part one. So this year I'm going to be doing 25 days of inks using the Diamine Inkvent calendar and also, oh, it's heavy, the 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 calendar. So I'm going to have separate videos for the 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 ones and the Diamine. So I will have videos on both of these for December of this year. So I'm going to be starting with Diamine today. So this is going to be Diamine day one. And this is probably the first video where I'm going to talk about supplies. And then in the videos that follow this, I'm not going to have the supplies in the video, but I'll put it in the description. But for supplies, I'm going to be swatching all of the inks in my A5 Sterling ink notebook here with the Sanzen Tomoe paper. I am also going to be using the swatch cards, either the Wearingeul or the 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, and I will have a full page writing sample of every single ink in this book as well. Alrighty, so with that, let's go ahead and get started with day one of Diamine. So I'm going to just pop open the little door here. I've done no spoilers, so I have no idea what to expect. Y'all will get to see my initial reaction. Interesting. Okay, this one is called Baltic Breeze, and it looks like it's a shimmer ink. Ooh, and the shimmer is kind of like a fun rose gold color. Beautiful. Initial impressions of this one, it is a lovely kind of like dusty blue, and the shimmer is a nice rosy gold color. It reminds me a lot of the, I want to say it was the 2022 green Inkvent. It was One More Sleep, I think. It was very similar in tone to this one in that it's kind of like that more cool toned blue, like almost a purpley blue. Very pretty. I'm not overwhelmed with this one. I feel like I've seen this color before, but it is a gorgeous color if you don't have something like this in your collection already. I do want to say that I think it is a bit dry, at least with the dip pen that I used it for, the 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Hocoro dip pen that I'm using. It does feel a little bit dry. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and compare the Baltic Breeze to other inks that I have in my collection. This is Kokuyo campus paper, so it is a different paper, so they may not be exact matches, but I'm just trying to see if I have anything kind of close to this. First off is this 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Head Nebula Glistening. They are very similar in tone. I think Baltic Breeze is a little bit more purple leaning. It's also really close to Birmingham Pen Company's Eroded Bronze, but the Eroded Bronze doesn't have shimmer, but it seems to have very similar looking shading. Here's Diamine's One More Sleep, the 2022 green Inkvent. Like I said, they're very similar in color. Baltic Breeze is a bit lighter, and One More Sleep does not have the shimmer. It's also kind of close to Dominant Industry Dusk, but Dusk is a bit more purple. It's kind of close to Ferrisol Press's Blue Barrel Tonic, but the Blue Barrel Tonic is a bit more blue. Ooh, that's surprising. Okay, so it is very similar to Robert Oster's Wind. At least the shading in Robert Oster's Wind has that kind of pink lean to it, so it's very close in tone. I think the Robert Oster's Wind is still a bit darker though. Yeah, I think that's all I have that's really close-ish to it, at least in the blues. I don't think I'm going to have anything in the teals. Let me double check my purples really quick. Considering this might even look a little bit more purple, let's see if we have anything that kind of matches in here, at least in tone. This is still really blue compared to everything I'm seeing so far. Yeah, I'd say this fits pretty firmly in blue for me, and it is probably the most similar to the 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Monkey Head Nebula Glistening. I think that's the closest one that I can really tell. And here we have the writing sample of Baltic Breeze. I went ahead and used a B1 size Speedball nib up there for the top. And then the rest of the writing, I decided to just use the same Sailor Hocoro dip pen that I've been writing with versus inking up a bunch of different pens for the month. I think this works just fine. You can see how it looks in a full page. I do think this ink is a bit dry. I did struggle with the dip pen with how well it was flowing out of it, I guess. And I will say the shimmer is gorgeous with this color, but again, I personally am not overwhelmed with this one. I still really like the color itself. I think it is gorgeous. I think it's really close to things that I already have though. Okay, that is it for Diamine Day 1 of Inkmas. Stay tuned for following videos every single day for the rest of the Inkvent, and I will have a finale day where we talk about all of the inks as a whole and maybe my overall opinion of how this Inkvent is for this year. Anyways, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.